Happy Just Chi Tuesday. It's Gianna. Thank you guys so much if you have been reaching out to me about the coronavirus. I am feeling literally so much better. So it's been, I think, this Tuesday, so by the time you're watching this, it's gonna be 3 weeks since I've been started getting sick, and I'm feeling so much better. This morning I went on my first run post-corona and it was really, really hard on my lungs. Like, my stamina has definitely changed, but besides that, I feel really, really good, and it's back to business as usual. So I'm very thankful for your guys' support, and I thank you so much. If you're new here, hey, I'm Gianna. Nice to see you guys. I put out new videos every Tuesday, and you guys can follow me on Instagram right here, and all the links to my socials are down below. I do the TikTok, I do Instagram, all those things. So follow me wherever you want and DM me if you want to chat, or if you have any questions about anything. I am doing this video today that I've tried to do once before and I never actually put it out. I have to stop coughing, sorry. I never actually put it out because I couldn't figure out how to make the camera work so that it looked good. And I think I did a fairly good job this time. Like, I think you're able to see everything. So let me know in the comments down below if it worked for you. But I wanted to show off my pin collection from Disney. I have been collecting pins on and off, like, basically my whole life. It's not something that I'm super, super interested in, but because I have bought pins when I was young, or my brothers were really into pin trading, we have so many pins from like 1998 forward, and like the bulk of our pins are really old pins, so like 20-year-old pins, which is really cool. And I know a lot of people are super, super into pin trading, which I think is awesome. There are certain sets that I get into, like I'll show you. I have these like little ovals with Remy with different foods in them from Epcot from a few years ago that I like go hard for. Like, when I went to D23, the Disney fan convention, I was looking for those pins everywhere. I even looked on Google once. That was like the extent of my search, but I think pin trading is super cool, and I have so many pins, like a big old binder. And I thought it would be fun to kind of show you guys, because there's so much like history in the pins. So I thought that you guys would enjoy that. And I know a lot of other Disney bloggers have put up videos like this, so I kind of got inspired by that, and I thought, why not, right? I'm gonna put this camera right where I am right now, and I'm gonna show you my pins on my board. So let's do this. Okay, so I keep all of my pins in my pin trading binder, but I do show off my pins. These are the pins that I display on my wall in my bedroom. So I'm gonna start with these ones because these are like my favorite. They're the ones that are like super meaningful to me. And I'll tell you the reason why behind some of them. So obviously these are my Remy ones. I am obsessed with these, and I tried to find as many as I could. I found a lot of them actually on Cruise Line. A lot of ones that are hard to find, a lot of pins that are hard to find are easier to find on Cruise Line because there's so much pin trading going on there, and there's a lot more rare pins, I feel like. But there are different ones of Remy with different foods, and I just love Ratatouille. You guys know this, but this was something that went on in Epcot like a few years ago, and you could win pins, and so there's like a ton of these. There's really cute other ones too. I got this at the Disney store when I went to Italy. I was super into the movie Tomorrowland when it came out, and I just thought this pin was really, really, really cool. You know, the Contemporary is like my second home. Castaway is like my second home. The Disney Wonder, because it is my favorite Disney cruise ship. Oh, have I never said that before? There you go, Unveiling, it's my favorite ship. One of my favorite Pixar movies. You know, it's hard to tell, but I love A Bug's Life. Vista Way, because that's where I lived in my Disney World college program. Carnegie Plaza, that's where I lived when I lived in Disneyland. Splash Mountain, because I worked at Critter Country in Disneyland. This one says Want a Hair Braid, and it has Rapunzel. It's from Disney Cruise Line. I was always obsessed with Pegasus, and when I was little I used to have like a stuffed animal from him because I loved Hercules so much. I have Timothy Mouse in Dumbo's hat over here because I worked in Storybook Circus and Magic Kingdom, and then I got this when I worked in Disneyland for Valentine's Day. Maybe I should take it off and show you. This one's kind of a cool one. Oh, I could just pull it out. So it says, "You are all I need." It's a letter in there, which is pretty cool. Oh, hello, Captain EO, my favorite attraction of all time. That is no longer there. I love this pin. I got this right after Captain EO closed, and I was so happy to find it. It was right during spring 2016, my college program. I went over to where like Figment is and they were selling it there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need this. I was so happy that I got it. But these are how I display my pins that I have out, and I just bought this at Target, but you can get a cork board pretty much anywhere and paint it. I don't know if they sell this exact one anymore, so that's that. Now, this is pretty cool to me because I have all of my brother's pins and my pins from like 1998 and on, which makes my collection, I think, pretty special. On the first page here, I'll just like talk about the page and then I can show you guys some closer up because the binder's pretty big. But you can see like the classic Epcot over here. This is so cool because this doesn't exist anymore. So Epcot used to actually have the word Epcot up on top, which I think is pretty cool. Most of these on this page are vintage besides the Tsum Tsum one over here, but look at that Typhoon Lagoon logo. Whoa. Some I have duplicates of because I have two brothers, so they would get two of them. But this says 2000. This is Pleasure Island 2000, which was at Disney Springs, formerly Downtown Disney. Pleasure Island was kind of like the adults, like bars area. Lots of water park and hotel ones on this page. This Epcot one is very cool. I'll take it out and show you. So you spin it, and if you spin it fast enough, you can see all of the different flags. But if you just spin it a little bit, you can see the different flags of the Mickey heads. But if you spin it really fast, sorry, I'm having trouble holding onto it. Which I think is pretty cool. So that's one of my favorites for sure. Okay, so next page here. Oh my gosh, this one has some really cool ones. Okay, we have a Grand Floridian pin from 2000, which is pretty cool. We have the Wilderness Lodge, All-Star, and Wide World of Sports. And it's like that American flag. You can see here, there's an Alien Encounter pin. I'll take that one out, which is funny because we all hated Alien Encounter. There's the Alien Encounter pin, and then on the back of all Disney pins, they'll say what year they're from. So this is from year 2000. So I think that's a pretty cool one because this ride doesn't exist anymore. I like any of the ones where the rides don't exist. Another cool one on this page is this Tower of Terror one where the elevator actually like moves up and down and all around. I think that's pretty cool, even though I hate Tower of Terror. You can feel like how old those backings are on these older ones. And then you can see on the bottom here, there's two of these, obviously two sets, but it's the 2000 set, one for both my brothers. And then right here, this Membership Magic one, I got when I was in Hawaii for being a DVC member, what my parents are. And I thought that one was pretty cool. There's a close-up of that one, and you can see the Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, Rock and Roller Coaster ones around there. On to the next page. Ooh, it's getting into the cruise line ones. So let me show you guys some close-ups of these ones. This is one of the coolest and most special pins that I have. It says Disney Cruise Line Inaugural Sailings. And this is from when we went on the inaugural sailing of the Disney Magic in 98, I want to say. So I think that this is a really cool and very special pin. We have a few of them, but they're more yellowed. This one is more pristine. And you can see that there are two of these in here. Two of these Tokyo Disney Sea Grand Opening Fall 2001 pins we got at Disney in 2001. They were handing them out. We weren't at Tokyo Disney, but we were just at regular Disney World in Florida. So I think that's pretty cool. This pin is from Castaway Cay, which is, it's just so 90s. And it's so funny. I wonder if it says here on the back. No, it doesn't say, but it's just a really amazing pin. It's like so vintage looking, and I think it's really cool. I also think that having these two are pretty cool. I actually bought this one in 2013 when I went on my first cruise back after being like a baby. And I didn't realize at the time, but I had this one from 2003. And they're pretty similar, I think. So I thought that that was really cool to have both of these. And I'll show you a close-up on this page. On the top third one, we have this one that says Burnt Duck, and it's Donald. And the Disney Magic pin from the inaugural sailings. this Cruise Line pin from 2015 we have. And then there's some ones down here. 2000 was obviously a big year for merch for them. All right, and here we have a page of just characters. And my favorite one is this Minnie Mouse one. I will show you more close up because I was born in August and she has my birthstone in her little bow, which I always thought was so cute. And then I love Bernard as well because I love the Rescuers. Nothing hugely notable on this page. Wild that I have a Figment pin. Just some OG characters up in here. Here's an interesting mixture of a page. So I really like this Years to You 2002 with all of the original characters hanging on it. I think this is a really, really cool pin. I hate Muppet Vision more than anything in the world, so that just goes to show you we really wanted pins from everywhere when we were little. This one is 2015 with Cinderella, and 2016 is pretty cool too. This is when I worked in Disney, and this was what they were doing in 2016. It was like a music theme, so all of the characters have little instruments. Let me show you. And then we'll do a close-up of this page. They have the 25th anniversary one that's very yellowed down in this corner when I was younger, and some vintage Epcot, vintage Animal Kingdom. We're almost done here, I promise. I think that, yeah, this is the last page in here. We have another, some repeats again, the Epcot. I got this on a Disney cruise when I went to the DVC welcome meeting, and I think it's really cute. That's Lilo and Stitch. A lot of these I traded for when I worked on Cruise Line, like the Dumbo Donut and the Pinocchio. Tsum Tsum, I love Pinocchio and I love Dumbo. And then there's another Remy with an onion. And this princess set was a part of like a mystery grab bag when I worked for Disney the first time, and I was really obsessed with getting Tiana, and then when I got Tiana I finally stopped. But I think this one is the coolest down here, the 1999 pins. I wish they still did this. I haven't seen this in a while, but I think that this is really cool. And it looks like each of the numbers is a different park. Like 1 is Magic Kingdom, 2 is Hollywood Studios, 3 is Animal Kingdom, and 4 is Epcot. I really like this Mistletoe Kisses one up here. It's kind of hard to see, but that was from a Christmas party. It's that first one right up there. I'll show you that one. If I go to a Christmas party, I like to get a pin if it's really cute. But I thought this one was so cute. I love that vintage look so much. Okay, so before I'm all done, there's one more little bag that I have with some pins that I like to keep the backings on that I would like to show you guys because I think they're pretty cool. I got this one at D23 last summer. So this was awesome because this is when they announced that Avengers Campus was coming, and I didn't really care about Avengers at the time, so I didn't care that much, but I think this pin is so cool. And it's a limited edition pin, and it says recruitment begins summer 2020, which, as we know, isn't happening. Or maybe it will, who knows. But I just thought this was one of like the coolest pins I had. I got this pin when I went to Vero Beach with Shannon. I had never been there before, and I thought that this pin was so pretty. I like to get pins from resorts or places that I haven't stayed before because I think it's special for like a memory, and I just really love this pin. When I lived on Disney Cruise Line, I was on the ship for New Year's Eve going into 2018, and I thought that this was such a cool pin, but the backing was so awesome. Also, pardon my peely fingers, I'm sorry. They just peel a lot in the summer. But I thought this pin was so cool, and I loved Chippendale on it, and it's a porthole, and I was there, so I think that that's like a pretty awesome pin to have. When I went to New York, I went to the Mickey's True Original exhibition, and I got this pin for free there when they were promoting the, I'm not gonna say it because then it'll start happening, but if you say these things to your Google Home, it will play a game, and you got to play the game, and then you won a pin. And I thought that that was just cool because obviously you can't get this anywhere else. And then somebody traded for me and got this for me when I lived on cruise line. It is missing, like, something is supposed to go in these holes, but it's the cast of High School Musical 3. I love this pin. And it's special to me. And then the last one in the bag is a Dot Tsum Tsum. So I love Dot so much because, you know, I love A Bug's Life, and I don't know why she's not, I think there's just not room for her in the pin trading binder, so she's just in this bag right now. But I traded for her and I think she's so cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's so fun to go down memory lane and like look at all of these pins and see and just like remember all those trips with my family and stuff. It's really cool, and to have all these pins still is amazing, and I can't wait to hand them down to my kids if they want them, and probably not ever trade my, you know, like super old ones, but I think that trading is a pretty fun thing to do at the park. So let me know if you guys pin trade. I'm interested, or any of this pin trading stuff. I know there's like a super like underground whole thing for pin trading, so I'm just interested to learn more about it. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday on Just G Tuesday for another installment. And I just appreciate you guys so much for being here and for watching, and I will see you next week.